Almost every small YouTuber makes the same mistake. They think if they become a better editor, they'll get more views. That's not the problem. Most creators don't fail because they're bad editors. They fail because they copy viral videos instead of copying the viral format. Meanwhile, channels like this are getting millions of views with simple visuals, simple editing, and a format that can be repeated over and over again. Most creators don't have an editing problem. They have a video idea problem, so remember this rule. A good video doesn't automatically go viral. A viral format goes viral. Let me say that again. A good video doesn't automatically go viral. A viral format goes viral. Because if editing quality alone determines success, channels like this wouldn't be getting millions of views with such simple visuals. That's proof that a powerful format can outperform complicated editing. Now here's a quick lesson that took me way too long to learn. If you want your audience to enjoy your videos, start with a great idea. Then create a great title and thumbnail. Then write a strong hook. Then make sure your audio quality is good. Then structure your script properly. And only then should you worry about editing. Most people do the opposite. They spend all their time editing and almost no time on the idea, and that's why they struggle. Take a look at this channel. It started only a couple of months ago, less than 25 uploads, millions of views. And according to VidEQ, it's already generating thousands of dollars every month. So the obvious question is, can we copy this? The answer is no. And that's exactly why most people fail. Don't copy the videos, copy the format. In this video, I'll show you how to take this exact format, apply it to completely different niches, and create videos in a fraction of the time using Claude AI and free AI image generators. And the best part? I'm giving away the prompts I use for this entire process, so you'll find them linked in the description. Now here's something interesting. Most people look at these channels and focus on the visuals, the stick figures, the drawings, the editing. But that's not what impressed me. What impressed me was the storytelling. Because storytelling is the engine behind the entire format. The visuals are just supporting it. So before we write a script, we need to decide what niche we're going after. This is where Claude AI comes in. I've built a prompt that handles most of the work for us. Paste the prompt into Claude and hit enter. The first thing it will do is ask you to choose a niche. And here's a tip. Most people are chasing history videos right now. Personally, I'd look at futuristic topics. Things like, what would it feel like to live on the moon in 2100? What will school look like in 2080? What happens when robots replace every job? You don't have to follow that advice, but that's where I see opportunity. Anyway, pick your niche and continue. Now here's what surprised me. Claude doesn't give you one idea. It gives you five. 5 topic ideas specifically designed around the format we're trying to recreate. Choose the one you like best and send the number. What happens next is where things get interesting. Because Claude doesn't just generate an outline. It doesn't just generate bullet points. It creates an entire long-form script, usually somewhere between 5 and 15 minutes, completely structured and ready to use. You can even export it as a text file. Now, don't make the mistake of blindly using everything it gives you. Read through the script, remove weak sections, rewrite parts that don't sound natural. Think of Claude as your first draft, not your final draft. Once the script feels good, it's time to build the voiceover. Now, there are a lot of ways to create a voiceover. You can record your own voice, you can hire someone on Fiverr or Upwork, or you can use AI. Personally, I'm using 11 Labs for this workflow because it sounds realistic and gives me full control over the pacing. And here's something important. The voice is carrying the entire story. So don't use a voice that sounds like a robot reading a textbook. If you're using AI, make it sound natural. If possible, clone your own voice. That gives your channel a unique identity and makes your content feel much more personal. For now, I'm using an 11 Labs voice, but feel free to use whatever works best for you. Once your voiceover is finished, download the audio file, head over to TurboScribe and create a free account. Then click Transcribe Files and upload your voiceover. Once it's uploaded, click Transcribe. The reason I like TurboScribe is simple. They give you free transcriptions every day. And since most of us aren't producing dozens of videos daily, that's more than enough. After the transcription is finished, open the file. You'll see your script. But more importantly, you'll see timestamps. And these timestamps are the secret weapon of this workflow. A lot of people wonder, why not just send the script directly to Claude? Because a script only tells us what to show. Timestamps tell us when to show it, and that changes everything. Every line now has a specific moment attached to it. which means we can tell Claude exactly when each image should appear. We can tell the image generator exactly what visual belongs to each scene, and suddenly the entire production process becomes organized. So copy the full timestamp transcript, then go back to Claude AI, paste everything into the conversation, and hit enter. Now Claude starts turning each timestamped sentence into a visual scene. Every timestamp gets its own image prompt. Every scene gets its own description. And because most AI models have output limits, Claude usually generates them in batches. When it finishes the first batch, simply type next and continue until every scene has a prompt. When everything is complete, ask Claude to combine all prompts into a downloadable text file. Within seconds, you'll have one file containing every image prompt for the entire video, every scene, every timestamp, every visual, ready to go. Now it's time to generate the images. Head over to Google Flow, create a new project. If agent mode is enabled, turn it off. Switch to image mode. Set the aspect ratio to 16:9. Set output per prompt to 1. And choose Nano Banana 2 as the model. In my testing, this gives excellent results while allowing you to generate a large number of images efficiently. Now, if your video has 100 scenes, generating them one by one would be a nightmare. You'd be sitting here for hours. So let me show you a shortcut. Open the Chrome Web Store and install the automation extension I'm using. Once it's installed, pin it to your browser and launch it. Now go back to Flow. Make sure agent mode is still disabled. Keep image mode selected. Keep the aspect ratio at 16:9. Keep output per prompt at 1, and keep Nano Banana 2 selected. Now here's the important part. Paste all of your prompts into the prompt box. One prompt per line. Leave a single line break between each prompt. You can either paste them directly from Claude or upload the prompt file you downloaded earlier. Once all prompts are loaded, choose your download folder. Click Auto Save Settings. Return to Flow. Adjust the random delay if you want, or leave it at the default value. Now click Generate. And this is where things get interesting. The extension starts generating every image automatically, one after another, and downloading them directly to your computer. You don't need to sit here and babysit it. You don't need to click Generate 100 times. You don't need to manually download every image. Just let it run. The process continues in the background. The only rule is, don't close the browser, don't close the tab, and don't disable the extension. Once it's finished, check the results. If a few images didn't turn out the way you wanted, regenerate them. That usually takes only a minute or two. Now we have everything we need. The script, the voiceover, and all the visuals. So let's put it together. Open your favorite video editor and import the voiceover. Drag it onto the timeline. Then import all of your scene images. Place them in the correct order. Now here's where the timestamps become incredibly useful. Look at the file name of each scene. It tells you exactly when that image should appear. Simply trim and position the images according to the timestamps. Take your time with this step. This is what makes the visuals feel connected to the narration. And this is one of the biggest reasons channels using this format are able to keep viewers watching. Continue this process until every scene is synchronized. Then watch the entire video from beginning to end. If something feels too slow, tighten it up. If something feels rushed, give it more room. Trust your instincts. Once you're happy with the result, export the video. Now we need the final pieces: the title, the description, the tags, and the thumbnail. And thankfully, Claude can help with that too. Go back to your Claude conversation. You'll probably notice it's already asking whether you want to generate metadata for the video. Simply type yes. Within seconds, Claude will generate a title, description, and tags specifically based on your script. Now, are these perfect every single time? No, but they're usually much better than staring at a blank screen trying to think of a title yourself. And even if you don't use them exactly as they are, they give you a strong starting point. Now, we only need one more thing, the thumbnail, because you can create the greatest video in the world, but if nobody clicks on it, nobody will ever see it. So let's generate some thumbnail ideas. Go back to Claude and paste this prompt. Ask it to generate 5 high-CTR thumbnail concepts for your specific video. Make sure you tell Claude to place each prompt inside a copyable code block with one line break between each prompt. A few seconds later, you'll have 5 thumbnail prompts ready to use. Now copy those prompts. Go back to the same bulk generation workflow we used earlier. Paste the thumbnail prompts. Choose your download folder and click Generate. A few moments later, you'll have multiple thumbnail variations ready to test. And here's something most creators never do. Don't assume your first thumbnail is the best one. Sometimes the thumbnail you almost didn't choose becomes the highest performer. So generate several options and compare them carefully. Once everything is ready, head over to YouTube Studio, upload your video, paste the title Claude generated, paste the description, add the tags, and upload your strongest thumbnail. Or even better, if you have access to thumbnail testing, upload multiple versions and let YouTube tell you which one performs best. Now take a step back and look at what you've just built. You started with a blank page, no script, no visuals, no voiceover, nothing. And using free AI tools, you created an entire video from start to finish. But before you rush off and create your first video, I want you to remember something important. The AI tools are not the secret. The prompts are not the secret. Even the workflow isn't the secret. The real secret is understanding why the format works. Most people will watch a successful channel and copy the videos. The smarter approach is to study the structure. Study the storytelling, study the curiosity, study the way they keep viewers watching, because formats can be reused forever. Topics change, trends change, tools change, but strong storytelling never goes out of style. So don't copy channels, don't copy videos, copy the framework and make it your own. That's how you build something that lasts. If this tutorial helped you, leave a like and subscribe. It takes me a lot of time to test these workflows, so you don't have to. And if enough people enjoy this video, I'll create more tutorials showing exactly how I use Claude AI to build channels in completely different niches. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.